WrestleMania Night 2 ended with Roman Reigns pinning an undefeated Cody Rhodes to many fans' surprise and retaining his undisputed heavyweight God WWE Championship. Fans were shocked. This decision would receive lots of backlash from the IWC and the fans didn't like it. The fans, of course, rooting for Cody Rhodes, waiting for that crowning moment, did not receive it. They were all expecting a happy ending with Cody Rhodes becoming your new champion, but that was not the case. Cody Rhodes could not finish the story. Undesirable would not become undeniable, and the championships would become unwinnable, for Roman Reigns would continue his godlike title reign. Now, this raises the question, what's next for Roman Reigns? Who does he face? He's ran through almost the entire roster. Who should Roman Reigns face? Well, there are a few options for Roman Reigns to face as filler until he does eventually drop the titles to Cody Rhodes after surpassing his 1000-day mark. Let's look at some of the options in the WWE itself. Bobby Lashley. I feel Roman Reigns should take on Bobby Lashley, and this is probably WWE's best pick. Roman versus Lashley. It's a feud we haven't seen. We were supposed to see it at Survivor Series, but Big E ended up cashing in his Money in the Bank contract and went on to face Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. Now, Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns would be a great filler feud for Backlash. And if MVP was to join Bobby Lashley again, which will never happen because of stupid creative decisions, but anyways, if MVP was to join Bobby Lashley, MVP and Paul Heyman, just imagine the segments, 10 out of 10. The mic work would be immaculate and the match would have that big fight feel. Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, two big guys just going at it at Backlash. This could be a solid 2-3 match feud and it would be a good filler feud until Cody Rhodes eventually wins those titles. Another option from the WWE is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is one of the hottest wrestlers in the WWE. The fans are behind Seth Rollins. They all love Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins seems to be on a good run right now. Rollins facing Roman Reigns would be ideal. The match that happened at the Royal Rumble ended in disqualification as Roman Reigns refused to let go of the guillotine, although Seth Rollins had caught onto the bottom rope. Roman Reigns did get disqualified. Seth Rollins did pick up the win via DQ, and the match never happened again as Roman's attention was drawn to Brock Lesnar, the new WWE champion at the time. So Roman Reigns vs Seth Rollins would be a great story, even though it was a 1 month sort of thing. They still had some good promos, and the story was about Seth Rollins betraying Roman Reigns, which was just perfect. Kick off from where you left. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, it'll be perfect. You could also have a triple threat, Roman versus Seth versus Cody. You have many options if you do Roman versus Seth. You can also have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus possibly a returning Dean Ambrose. So you never know. There are many possibilities with this one. The feud will be great. The story writes itself, and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will of course be a good match. We move on to the third option in the WWE that can face Roman Reigns. This would be a returning Randy Orton. We've seen this match once before on Monday Night Raw, but this match was not focused on the Roman Reigns part of things. It was about the Usos and RK Bro. We need a proper match between Roman Reigns and Randy Orton. This one is called for. Randy Orton, one of the best wrestlers of all time. And if Roman Reigns was to defeat him, it would just add to his historic and amazing title reign. So Randy Orton is just perfect. You have Matt Riddle, he could be a great addition. Riddle versus Sikoa, something like that. And Riddle eliminates the threat of Solo Sikoa. Solo has been a major threat to Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Roman's probably top 2 most dangerous challengers, and therefore you could eliminate the threat of Solo, making the match slightly more unpredictable, because you never know, maybe Randy wins and then Randy Cody, something like that, but of course Roman will retain. Now I have some honorable mentions. One is very controversial, one is of course an OG, a favorite, a guy that fans love, are calling for back in the ring, and I'm talking about AJ Styles. AJ versus Roman, we saw it in like 2016 or something for the WWE Championship. It was a really good match, and if they could replicate it with a better story, since AJ is a face, Roman's a heel, Roman's doing this amazing work, it could be a really great feud. They can do some really interesting stuff, some great matches. They've proved themselves in the past, so why not now? AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns, it would definitely be a really good match, remembered by many. We move on to a controversial one, but I thought it would be funny. Roman Reigns versus Omos. See, now this is possible because the WWE is weird. So this is very likely to happen. I wouldn't be shocked if it did. And it'll be like, oh, it's a spectacle. It is the 900-pound giant Omos with the 18 shoe size facing the tribal chief, the head of the table. at Saudi Arabia in a 2-minute classic. I wouldn't be shocked if this happened. It's such a Vince thing, and with the new deal, maybe they want like a spectacle match. It won't be, but the WWE, as you know, is very smart, so they probably would do this. I'm not gonna talk about this for long. We move. Guys who are not in the WWE. This is an interesting one. For this, I have two possible candidates. You probably could guess who they are. Number one, a common one, someone who's rumored to join the WWE, Jay White from NJPW Impact. I honestly don't know. I've not watched a single match of Jay White, but I've heard he's a great wrestler. Probably, I think, the best in NJPW or something. The leader of the Bullet Club. So Jay White, he enters the WWE, challenges Roman Reigns out of nowhere, saying he's the greatest wrestler in NJPW and the greatest wrestler of all time, and he wants a match at Backlash. Something like that could happen. Of course, he didn't debut on Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, but that was expected from WWE. I mean, it's the WWE. And so Jay White, I guess it could be cool, but he would have to take the loss. We move on to Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, again, he's not happy with his AEW contract and could possibly leave AEW and therefore probably coming to the WWE. I don't think this is going to happen, but let's explore the possibility. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins writes itself, the Shield. It'll just be a really good match. Something for like maybe a Money in the Bank because it's in London, big show, etc. etc. Dean Ambrose, another possibility. We have guys like Zack Ryder, I guess. I mean, but he's not a main eventer. He's Max, a mid-carder. Max, that's his ceiling, a mid-carder. No offense. Maybe a guy like a Johnny Gargano, someone boring. You never know. My option, the guy I'm selecting for Roman Reigns to face next is Bobby Lashley. Knowing where the WWE is headed, it's unpredictable. You never know. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below who would you like Roman Reigns to face next? Which story would you like to see? I'd love to see something like Roman Reigns and Lashley or Roman and Seth Rollins, but you'll have to wait till SmackDown to find out. Maybe Roman just no-shows like he always does. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Who would you like Roman to face? And that's it for this one.